What if the greatest advantage in your life isn't having more people around you, but learning how to keep moving when no one is there? Most people fear walking alone because they mistake solitude for failure. But what if solitude is actually where unstoppable people are made? Today's lesson, inspired by the timeless philosophy of Jim Rohn, may change the way you see your journey forever. Every extraordinary person experiences a season where the path feels lonely. Friends disappear, support fades, doubts grow louder. But those who refuse to stop during these moments often become the strongest version of themselves. Success doesn't begin with a crowd. It begins with commitment. Ask yourself honestly, if nobody believed in your dream, would you still wake up tomorrow and work for it? Or has your motivation always depended on other people's approval? The answer reveals how unstoppable you've truly become. One timeless lesson inspired by Jim Rohn is this: work harder on yourself than you do on your job. The stronger your character becomes, the less you depend on circumstances, opinions, or temporary setbacks. Personal growth is your greatest advantage. Imagine an eagle flying above the storm while other birds hide from the rain. It doesn't wait for perfect weather. It uses the storm to rise higher. Your challenges can either stop you or strengthen you. The choice has always been yours. Walking alone isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's the season where discipline replaces distraction, confidence replaces approval, and purpose becomes stronger than fear. The people who embrace this season rarely remain ordinary. Here's a question. If every distraction disappeared today, would you finally become the person you've always wanted to be? Sometimes the greatest obstacle isn't being alone. It's being surrounded by things that keep you average. Jim Rohn once said, "Success is something you attract by the person you become. Don't chase recognition, chase growth. Don't chase attention, chase excellence." When you become exceptional, opportunities naturally begin to find you. Most people quit because they confuse slow progress with no progress. But every disciplined day, every lesson learned, and every challenge overcome is quietly building a future that others simply can't see yet. Remember this: walking alone today doesn't mean you'll be alone forever. It simply means you're becoming strong enough to lead yourself before you're trusted to lead anything else. The strongest people don't wait until they feel confident. They take the first step despite fear. Every action they take builds courage, and every challenge they overcome proves they're capable of more than they once believed. Confidence is earned through action, not waiting. Many people spend years searching for the right mentor, the right partner, or the right opportunity. But the greatest investment you'll ever make is becoming the right person. When you improve yourself, better opportunities begin to appear naturally. Ask yourself honestly, if everything you're relying on disappeared tomorrow, would your discipline remain? Your habits should be stronger than your circumstances, because circumstances change, but character stays with you. A powerful lesson inspired by Jim Rohn reminds us that your income, influence, and success rarely exceed your level of personal development. If you want more from life, become more. Growth always comes before reward. Imagine a lighthouse standing alone in the middle of a storm. It doesn't chase ships. It simply becomes so strong and reliable that others naturally look to it for direction. Build yourself until your example speaks louder than your words. Being alone gives you something that busy crowds often steal: clarity. It allows you to hear your own thoughts, define your own goals, and build a life based on purpose instead of pressure from other people. Here's a question. Are you building a life that truly reflects your values, or are you simply trying to meet other people's expectations? Living for approval will always keep you from reaching your full potential. Exceptional people don't waste time complaining about what they don't have. They maximize what they do have. They understand that success begins with gratitude, responsibility, and consistent effort. Not perfect conditions. Every lonely season has a purpose. It's where patience grows stronger, discipline becomes a habit, and your vision becomes clearer. One day, you'll realize those quiet moments were preparing you for your biggest opportunities. Remember this, the person who learns to walk alone with confidence, discipline, and purpose eventually becomes unstoppable. Not because life gets easier, but because they've become stronger than the challenges they face. One habit that keeps people average is waiting to feel ready. Unstoppable people understand that readiness comes through action, not before it. Every step forward teaches you something that standing still never will. Think about a tree standing alone in an open field. It faces every storm, every season, and every challenge. Yet those same storms force its roots to grow deeper. The difficulties you're facing today may be building the strength you'll rely on tomorrow. Ask yourself honestly, are you using your time to build your future, or are you using it to escape from your responsibilities? Every hour has the power to move you closer to your dream or further away from it. One timeless lesson inspired by Jim Rohn is that success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Becoming unstoppable doesn't require extraordinary talent. It requires extraordinary consistency in ordinary actions. Imagine an archer aiming at a target. They don't release the arrow until their focus is clear. Your life works the same way. Without a clear purpose, even hard work can lead you in the wrong direction. Many people are surrounded by distractions instead of opportunities. They spend hours consuming content, but very little time creating value. Unstoppable people protect their focus because they know attention is one of life's greatest assets. Here's a question. If someone secretly watched your daily routine for 1 month, would they believe you're serious about your goals? Your habits always tell the truth, even when your words don't. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's success. Every person you admire once stood exactly where you are now. The difference is they kept moving while others kept making excuses. The quiet work you do today will become the confidence you carry tomorrow. Every book you read, every skill you learn, and every promise you keep to yourself is shaping a stronger version of you. Remember this, walking alone isn't the end of your story. It's the chapter where your discipline, character, and resilience are forged. Master this season, and you'll become unstoppable wherever life takes you. The people who become unstoppable don't avoid failure. They learn from it. Every setback becomes a lesson. Every mistake becomes experience. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? They ask, what is this trying to teach me? Imagine building a bridge across a river. One brick may seem insignificant, but brick by brick, a path is created. Your daily habits work the same way. Every disciplined action becomes another brick connecting you to the future you desire. Ask yourself honestly, are you protecting your dreams, or are you allowing distractions to steal them? The quality of your future depends on what you choose to focus on today. One powerful lesson inspired by Jim Rohn is that your life changes when your standards change. Stop accepting average effort. Raise your expectations. Demand more from yourself, and your results will begin to reflect those higher standards. Imagine a diamond deep beneath the earth. It becomes valuable only after enduring years of pressure. Your struggles may feel uncomfortable today, but they could be shaping the strength and character that make you truly exceptional. Many people wait for motivation before taking action. Unstoppable people rely on discipline instead. They know motivation comes and goes, but disciplined habits continue producing results long after excitement fades. Here's a question. If nobody praised your hard work for the next year, would you still stay committed to your goals? The answer reveals whether you're driven by purpose or by recognition. Your greatest competition isn't another person. It's the version of yourself that chooses comfort over growth, excuses over responsibility, and fear over action. Defeat that version every day, and success becomes inevitable. Don't underestimate the power of quiet progress. The strongest trees spend years growing deep roots before reaching great heights. Keep building your foundation, even when no one notices. Remember this, becoming unstoppable isn't about never feeling fear. It's about refusing to let fear decide the direction of your life. Courage is simply taking the next step, even when the path is uncertain. Walking alone teaches you one lesson that comfort never can. You are stronger than you think. Every challenge you overcome without giving up becomes proof that your future doesn't depend on perfect circumstances. It depends on the person you're becoming. Think about an eagle learning to fly. There comes a moment when it must leave the safety of the nest. Growth always begins where comfort ends. If you never leave what's familiar, you'll never discover what you're truly capable of. Ask yourself honestly, are you building a life that makes you proud, or one that simply earns approval from others? The moment you stop living for applause is the moment you start living with purpose. Jim Rohn once said, "You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight." One disciplined decision today can completely change the path of your future. Never underestimate the power of a single choice. Imagine planting an oak tree. It doesn't become strong in a single season. Year after year, its roots grow deeper before its branches reach higher. Your character is being built the same way. Be patient with your progress. Many people chase quick success because they're afraid of slow growth. But the strongest success is built slowly. It lasts because it's supported by discipline, wisdom, and experience, not by luck or shortcuts. Here's a question. If everything you own disappeared tomorrow, what skills, habits, and character would still remain? Those qualities are your true wealth, and no one can ever take them away. Every difficult season has a hidden purpose. It's teaching you patience when you're tempted to quit, courage when you're afraid, and resilience when life becomes uncertain. These lessons are preparing you for greater responsibilities ahead. The people who become unstoppable don't let temporary failures define them. They understand that failure is an event, not an identity. Learn the lesson, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward with confidence. Remember this, every day you choose discipline over distraction, courage over comfort, and growth over excuses, you're becoming the kind of person that no obstacle can permanently stop. One timeless lesson inspired by Jim Rohn is this: don't ask for an easier path. Become a stronger traveler. Life will always present challenges, but every challenge is an opportunity to grow wiser, tougher, and more prepared for the future. Imagine meeting your future self 10 years from now. They won't ask how many people supported you. They'll ask whether you stayed disciplined when nobody was watching. The life you're dreaming about is being built by the decisions you make today. Ask yourself one final question. Are you waiting for the right people to enter your life, or are you becoming the right person first? The greatest relationships and opportunities often arrive after you've committed to building yourself. Remember, being unstoppable doesn't mean you never feel tired or discouraged. It means you refuse to let temporary emotions stop a permanent mission. Keep showing up, especially on the days when it's hardest to do so. Your journey may be quiet today, but quiet seasons often produce the loudest results. Keep learning, keep improving, keep believing. The work you're doing in private will one day become the success everyone can see. Success doesn't belong to the loudest person in the room. It belongs to the person who keeps their promises, stays disciplined, and continues growing long after others have given up. That's the difference between ordinary and unstoppable. Never be afraid to walk alone if the path leads toward growth. It's far better to walk alone with purpose than to follow a crowd without direction. Your future is too valuable to sacrifice for temporary approval. If this message inspired you, don't let it end here. Take one step today that your future self will thank you for. Subscribe to Inspired by Jim Rohn for more timeless lessons on discipline, success, and personal growth. Until next time, keep walking, keep building yourself, and become truly unstoppable.